All right, 10 things I hate about diode lasers, or lasers in general. Most of them. This was really hard to make this list. To even come up with 5 was quite difficult. But there are some things that annoy the crap out of me, and I think everybody should know about those. Welcome to the beach in Southern California in November. First one I'm going to say is dealing with smoke and fumes. That is no fun. I don't like porting it outside, but I have tried to make my own and it just wasn't cost efficient, something that I could actually do. And getting one from the market for a reasonable cost, almost impossible. It's like $7,000. I do have a couple coming in that I'm going to try. But even just, it's going to cost money to get the filters and whatnot. And as much as I use a laser, I don't really see that ever being able to work out. It might, I'm going to try. But, just dealing with the fumes is probably the least fun part of me running a laser business. So like and subscribe if you want to hear more about lasers. You can go see my 10 things I love about lasers last video. And I do tons of content, so check it all out. The next thing I hate about lasers is customer service. Most laser companies have abysmal customer service. I know that's true for a lot of products these days, but I'm in lasers. I have a laser business. And some, maybe a couple of years ago, there were quite a few companies that might have had okay customer service, but that's all pretty much gone by the wayside. I would say Rolly Automation, probably the only laser company right now as far as diode lasers that is known for having decent customer service. There's in CO2 lasers, there's quite a few more, but you're going to pay a really hefty price for that. Which may be worth it, especially if you're running a business. But, like Acer and Ortur and a few others that went from decent customer service to non-existent customer service, it can always happen to any company. So we have to think about those things and try to work as best on our own as we can. The next one that I really, really hate is the false advertising. I haven't checked lately, but in the past there's been so much false advertising, even by some of the major laser producers. I won't say, but you probably saw a commercial for them in this video. Where they'll make it seem like you could just throw down keychains and it'll all just be perfect. No, it won't. And several companies are doing this right now. Or you can easily, add this extension and you can do super long things. And there's just a lot about that you don't know and that aren't told about. Or you can do curved engraves. Well, yeah, you can, but it's only going to take you like an hour. And then it may or may not work. It doesn't mean these companies aren't great. And, the one that gets me the most is saying your laser is like super high power. It'll give you the input power instead of the output power. This is one of the ones I think even Longer was doing this, and Acer, of course. That bothers me. If it's a 10-watt laser, say it's a 10-watt laser, don't try and tell me that it's 40 watts when it's 10. Something like that. So you got to be aware of that. Make or Break Shop did a video on that in particular. But if you watch a reputable YouTube channel, you're probably going to be told the truth about it. So at least we have that. The next thing that I hate about, actually, it's a major part of my job, is selling products. It's not really the sale of the product that annoys me, it's what you have to do to sell them, right? So like if you're gonna sell it in a store, having to do an invoice, right? That annoys me. I don't want to have to do it online invoices or all of the stickers or tags or all of these extra things you have to do to sell in a store. But if you sell online, you know, maybe you have you have to ship it. I hate doing shipping. I hate it. It's annoying. So I love making the money. I love sharing the products. I love making the products. But everything, like if you're going to sell at a farmer's market or a craft show, you have to do all that setup. You have to have all of that stuff. You have to organize and do inventory, and you have to have bags and plastic bags, and you get what I'm saying. And then you got to have this card reader, and you got to make sure you have internet for the card reader. And every one of these markets has rules that you have to follow. So wow, I really got myself started on that one. There's tons more when it comes to selling physical products anywhere, whether it's online or in person. It's a huge pain in the butt to actually make that all happen. You know, you're gonna have your own website. Well, that takes so much work. Or you're going to sell on Etsy. Well, they can just decide any day, well, hey, we don't like what you put up, so we're gonna close your store down, and there's nothing you can do about it because we only have AI for customer service. You know, it's terrible. It's really terrible. But is it worth it? Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I get to make my own thing, you know, but I also sell digital products and the files, which is really a lot easier, but hey, still get turned off any day for some trumped up reason. And so I could go on about that, obviously, but in the end, it is my favorite thing to do is everything to do with lasers, including selling the products and meeting the people and seeing them smile and all of that. So it's worth it, but it's annoying. And the last thing I will say is there's no perfect laser. And, you know, and that's hard for a lot of industries like camera industry or, you know, computers or whatever. And it would be impossible to make the perfect laser for everyone. But they all just have one little thing here or there that pretty much most people don't like. And there are some that are getting so close. I mean, so close. But they're not quite perfect. Do I enjoy using them every day? And am I super, oh, I'm hitting my microphone. I'm super grateful that they exist, and these companies, some of them are really trying. I mean, they're literally, you could tell they care about their product and they're trying to do the best they possibly can. Some other products, honestly, I can't even believe that they would send them out the way that they are. Didn't they test them at all? Didn't they even like send them to one person to say, hey, try this out, see what's wrong with it? It feels like a lot of companies haven't done that because they're missing just such basic things that I feel like there's no way they could have tested that before they sent it out. And yeah, it drives me crazy because a lot of these companies have so much potential, and if they only sent it to, you know, a couple of people that actually use the lasers all the time and said, hey, you know, what's right or wrong with this thing before they made the production, there's a good chance that they would have had a lot more success. And that is frustrating. But you know what is the answer to all the negative problems? Well, spending the day at the beach in November is one of them. But it's just making stuff and enjoying it and buying. I just made a Christmas buyer's guide that kind of goes over all of the lasers that I absolutely love and that have been a joy to work with. Like, actually get up every day, joy to turn the thing on, and joy to make things. And hopefully that can help you have that same joy and not go through the frustrations of just basic problems. But one of these days, for what I would say, perfect laser will come along, and I will definitely let you know about that. But it certainly isn't this Christmas. I would definitely, obviously, have my choices of what I use right now and what I absolutely love, and it's joy to make these things every day. So until next time, that's all I have to say today. I'm gonna go walk barefoot on the beach for a while, get some grounding, and then get back to work. That's another positive thing about lasers, is I get to work when I want to. And if it's really nice outside in November, I can just go, even during Christmas season. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all.